In this quilt, you'll notice that I fussy cut stripes to create these sashings. The block size is 12.5 inches, and so the standard sashing for that is normally 3 inches because you usually aim for a sashing size that's 25% of your block size. So 3.5 by 12.5 is the most common cut sashing strips that a pattern will call for. And to make this very easy to fussy cut these, I use the center lines on 2 of our rulers. Now I can do it with the quick trim ruler that is 3.5 inches wide, or with the 3 by 12 rectangle. They both have the white line down the center, which is what I need to fussy cut these stripes. And I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to add that glow to your quilt and use the stripes that you have in your collection. Here is the actual fabric. Now to do this, you have to cut 1 layer at a time. And so I'm going to open this up and place my ruler on here. And if you notice that white line, I'm placing so it goes right down the center of here. I'm not worried about the length at this point. I'm just cutting the sides. So I'm left-handed, so I'm going to cut the left side, and then I'm going to pull the fabric down and continue to place that white line down the center. And continue to cut it. And I'm going to put this aside and flip the fabric around. And now I'll cut it to the 3.5 inch width. Because I use that white line in the center, you'll notice that this is on the entire outside edge. That white line runs right down through the center. And now I'm going to cut the other side. Now that I have this strip cut, in here, this was the middle of my block. So I can take this white line here, put it right between there, and when I cut both sides, I'm going to have a sashing strip that includes my seam allowances and is actually the exact same mirror image on each side. So when I incorporate it into my quilt, they all look exactly the same. Now I'm going to cut one more just to show you what can happen, because you actually don't have to waste a lot of fabric with this. Because once again, I'm going to put this in between, and see, I'm just following that white line. Now I'm going to get an additional stripe that is also perfectly mirror imaged, and it's the exact same width in between every one of these sashing strips that I cut. Because see, here's both sides on here. And so with this bonus stripe, I used our Scrap Crazy template set to create Go Crazy, and look, with just that small stripe in here, how it is so effective and in highlighting this, because this is light on the inside, so it makes every block seem to glow. So get out your stripes and see what you can create.